Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be sharing this video with you today on how I use different platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube to find manufacturers in countries like Australia, Mexico, etc. If you're new here, my name is Sharon Evan and I am an Amazon seller, a product developer. I'm also the founder of this YouTube channel and a co-host on the Seller Sessions podcast. I also do one-on-one coaching with Amazon sellers, and in the last 3 years worked with thousands of different people that manufacture products and or sell products on Amazon. And I have gained a lot of experience beyond just my own products through working with other people as well, and working with different types of factories and materials that I may have not, done myself before, working with different clients of mine. So I've gained a lot more experience than what I had before I started coaching, and it's been an amazing time. Anyway, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe. It really helps me to grow this channel and to be encouraged to make more videos like this one. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I bring out more videos. All right, now, why am I making this video? If you are someone who is either looking to get into possibly selling online on Amazon, e-commerce, or just physical products in general, you probably have, watched different videos that are around how to go on Alibaba, how to find a supplier in China and just ship over to America, and that's it. Now, although that is still very, very viable, the world has changed, and supply chain has been extremely broken for the last 2 years, and for many different reasons. China is, the world's #1 country for manufacturing. It's probably got at least 20 years ahead of any other country in the world. It's a one-stop shop, and it is a country that is, it makes it very simple to source products and to manufacture products. However, since COVID, I think that many of us have understood that we can't 100% rely on just one country when it comes to manufacturing. And a lot of us who are in product development have started to seek out different countries for manufacturing, countries like Vietnam, India, Mexico, America, etc. It depends on the product, depends on the materials, it depends on many, many different things. And the thing is that it's a lot harder to find manufacturers for other countries than what it is specifically for China, because China has Alibaba and other platforms, etc. Even things like global sources. It's more focused on China and Asia, etc., rather than, for example, Mexico. So that is why I have, for the last probably year, been using all sorts of different platforms that are out there to find different types of manufacturers worldwide. In this video specifically, I'm going to show you how I use LinkedIn and YouTube to find suppliers. You can actually use this method for anything. It doesn't have to be specifically for manufacturing. But that is basically how I found myself doing this. I started doing this about a year ago when I was looking to move manufacturing of a specific product to the US. If you watch the Seller Sessions podcast or channel, you may have seen me do this a couple of times there, where I went onto YouTube and I found different manufacturers in America, and then I would reach out to them that way. So now I'm going to do that in this video today, specifically for Mexico. If you are in need of any help with your product development, or if you are in need of any help with finding products to sell online, I have a course for product research and sourcing. I will put the details to it down below. It is more focused for Amazon sellers specifically, but you can also reach out to me and we can chat and see if it makes sense for you. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm now inside of LinkedIn, which is one of the platforms in which I use for many different things. In this specific video, you're going to see how I use this to find potential factories for manufacturing, and this can be anywhere in the world. For the sake of example today, specifically to show you how I was able to find all these different contacts, we're going to use Mexico as an example. However, you can use this for any country for anything that you're looking for. Specifically, if you're looking for let's just say a product photographer specifically in Australia, you can always also go in and write product photography Australia. Okay, what I'm looking for, what we're going to focus on in this video is manufacturing currently in Mexico. So what I've done is I've gone in and I've typed at the top in the search, it says Mexico manufacturing. And then I haven't picked anything specific. I haven't picked, specifically just groups or just people or just companies or anything. I want to see everything and anything that's going to come up in my feed. You can see that the first thing that comes up is from 4 days ago. Today is the 6th of April that I'm filming this. And it says 4 days ago, precision technical molding. It was a great show for precision technical molding at El Paso. See you next year, Mexico Manufacturing Supply Chain Summit. Thank you. And then I had like a ding, ding, ding moment when I was like, well, wait a minute. What's the Mexico Manufacturing Supply Chain Summit? As I scrolled more and more and more, I saw more people had tagged themselves. It's not coming up right now, but this did happen a couple of days ago where I saw that there were more people that were tagging themselves in this summit. And I was like, what the hell is this summit? So I went to Google and I typed in Mexico Manufacturing Supply Chain Summit, and then I found their website. So the website, which I'll just quickly refresh everything because it looks like it may have gone out of it. The website, you can see, I'll minimize myself as well. Okay. You can see this is the website, mexicosupplychainsummit.com. Now, this summit was on the 31st of March, 2022. I'm filming this in April the 6th, 2022. So this was about a week ago. However, when I go into participants, as you can see, which I've done here, participants, and I scroll down, I can see everyone who participated in this summit. And there's a lot of different people here. Some of these are really big brands like Johnson & Johnson, and some of these are, just specifically, let's just say, automotive manufacturing in Mexico, or injection molding factories in Mexico, or certain types of plastics, or metal factories inside of Mexico. It's really, really dependent, obviously, on what your product is and what types of MOQs you're going to need. But we're not focusing on that. That's not the focus here. The focus is how can you be resourceful and look for different types of, for instance, manufacturers worldwide without depending just on something like Alibaba, which is really mostly really for China. And this is, I think, an incredible way. So one was I went to participants. Another thing I went to was where it says floor plan. I scroll down and then it shows me, in each booth, every single person, what booth they were in. I just tried to click on one to see if anything happens. Nothing happens, but it does show me their name. I can then go, like here it says, 𝗟𝗟. I can go into Google and type in 𝗟𝗟 Mexico and then see what comes up. Or I can scroll down here. It shows me, first of all, the sponsors. It also shows the different participants. And when I scroll down here, let's just say there's a, logistics company. Okay. It shows me their website and their phone number. Okay. I saw here, okay, so let's just say this rubber company. 𝗪𝗡 provides a unique portfolio of flexible material solutions for a wide array of markets. They may not be specifically a manufacturer, I don't know, of specific products. They may just like supply rubber. I don't know, I'll have to figure it out, right? It's about being resourceful. I have a phone number here and I have a website. I scroll down more. I saw here an injection molding company. I can't see them like right this instance, but whatever. Let's just choose something else. Okay, a packaging here. Print packaging distribution. Maybe you have your products made in America and Mexico is going to be a better place for you to source your packaging rather than from China. I'm just giving a random examples. You have a phone number here and you have the website. Okay, so if we just look at this, like very, lucky that I found this, but it all started with just being really resourceful and going to LinkedIn. I just typed in Mexico manufacturing in LinkedIn. These people were the first people that came up. And by the way, they are, they do, it says technical molding. Let's go to their website. And then I can also go and see, well, what do they do? What do they specifically do? Design, tool making, manufacturing, assembly. Okay, maybe for someone this would, be a great contact to have, maybe not. I don't know. The point is that I'm being resourceful and I'm using different methods and different platforms that even if they weren't free, it's not the point that it's free, but they happen to be free and they're at the tip of your hands. You just need to go in and do this, right? So this was just one thing that I found. So went in, typed that in, found this website, which is the Mexico Supply Chain Summit. So many different contacts in there that I can go in and start Googling. Now, we're not going to go too much into like manufacturing in Mexico or anything, but the difference between a country like Mexico and even Australia and even America, etc. Well, not America, but Mexico specifically. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some expert in sourcing from Mexico because I am not. Okay. I am myself looking at sourcing different things worldwide. I'm trying to not have all my eggs in one basket. I don't think that there is, major competition at this point in time in the world of supply chain when it comes to China. China is still a one-stop shop. However, I do think that the world is changing. And I do think that in the next 10 years, countries like India, Mexico, America are going to be a lot more advanced when it comes to manufacturing compared to how it is today. And there will be more factories that will pop up compared to how it is today, basically. And that also, manufacturing, because China is a one-stop shop, I do believe that other countries are going to work towards being like that as well, basically, sometime in the next 10 years. And because I'm in product development, etc., I always want to be ahead of that and will be a part of it, not ahead of it, but a part of it. So that's why I also am, looking into how can I manufacture different things in countries like America, Mexico, Australia, whatever. It depends. It depends on your products. It depends on your materials. It depends on where you're sending your products to. It depends on many different things, okay? Mexico specifically, if you're selling in America, then it's going to bring down significantly your shipping lead time, but the opposite could happen. It could bring up your manufacturing lead time. And there also are no tariffs on certain products that you're bringing in from Mexico. So that's a big thing. Anyway, so that's the one thing that I did. As I scroll down more, I can see here Mexico Manufacturing Consulting Services. So there's an actual service on manufacturing in Mexico. I could click on them and then, contact them, etc. This guy here, I can't understand what he's written, but I can, go into his profile and learn a little bit more about the business that he works for and see whether it makes sense for what it is that I'm looking for. Then it says here companies. I can click on see all companies and see what companies come up. Okay, there's many different companies that could come up here. As I click back, there's also people that are tagging themselves in different things that are to do with manufacturing in Mexico, etc. Okay, so that is, here's another person probably in this here. Come visit us at the Mexico Manufacturing Supply Chain Summit Expedition tomorrow at El Paso. We'll be more than happy to talk to you, blah, blah. So what do they do? Die cutting and converting. Okay, so for example, like using this, here's another one, kayak packaging. Okay, this is just an amazing way to find either, for example, here's another one. See, this is what I was telling you guys earlier, that there were so many images of everyone at the Manufacturing Supply Chain Summit. Okay, this is just a great way to find different contacts that you can just reach out to. There's many pages here. I could continue going on. If I needed specifically, like, let's just say injection molding. Injection molding. It'd be great if I could spell. So now I've changed the writing to Mexico injection molding. And then I can go in and see what comes up here. Maybe there is specifically a few different like toolings or specifically injection molding companies that will come up here. Okay, this is just me giving examples of how you can be resourceful. So just to wrap it up, I went into LinkedIn, I typed in Mexico manufacturing, and then it led me down this rabbit hole of a whole bunch of different contacts. Now you can also do the exact same thing on YouTube. So I went into YouTube and I typed in injection molding in Mexico as an example, and you can see that one of the first things that comes up is from a year ago, VEM Mexico injection molding factory. Okay, you can actually do this for any country. You may have seen me do this last year on seller sessions for America. I went and had a guest on, and I showed them how I use YouTube to find different manufacturers in the US. The example that I had there was I went into YouTube and I typed in wood manufacturer USA. Okay, here you can see I've typed in injection molding in Mexico. Okay, and then I can see that there is a company that comes up here, and here's their website. I've clicked on their website and I can go in and see, do they make sense for, for what I need? Are they a manufacturer that I could work with? Maybe yes, maybe no. But this is a great way of finding manufacturers, basically. So these are two options for how you can use LinkedIn and YouTube in order to find manufacturers worldwide. I'll show you what I did last year for America. Wood, I think it was Factory USA. Okay, you can already see that I've watched some of these. So how plywood is made in factories, and etc. So sometimes when you scroll through these, what you can actually find is the actual. So here, amazing plywood manufacturing process, and then when you go in, a lot of the time these are actually factories. So to wrap it up, one option is to go to YouTube and type in, for example, injection molding USA, wood factory USA, wood manufacturing USA, plastic factory USA, things like that. And then the same thing using something like LinkedIn, and you'll be able to find lots and lots of different resources that you can then reach out to and say, hey, I'm from this and this company. We are currently working on this and this project, or we sell this and this product. We're looking to move our manufacturing from China to Mexico, and we'd love to hop on a call with you, whatever it may be. It depends on the scenario, but these are two awesome ways for you to be able to find manufacturers. Of course, you can use this for anything. You could obviously have written in Australia photographer, or I don't know, like graphics designer Mexico or things like that if you wanted specifically from that country, but we're focusing here on specifically finding suppliers. Okay, I hope that this video helped you in some way. I encourage you to go and do this for your specific field of niche of products, and the different types of countries that make sense for specifically for your niche. And I will see you all next week or in the next video. Bye everyone.